It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. As a CEO, we're always looking for creative ways that we can stand out, to do something in the market that makes a huge change. The challenge that we have is how do we take a creative idea that we know will work, make it profitable, and at the same time, make it in the sense that it does make the impact that we really want as a CEO. And that's the exact challenge that the one and only Sarah Paiji, CEO and founder of CEO Blueland faced. She was like, you know what? I see this problem out here with these plastics. There are plastic bottles that are being used every single day, and this plastic is bothering us as humans. In fact, when people are using cleaning products, the water or the stuff they're using in the cleaning products, coupled with the water that we're drinking from plastic bottles, as human beings, this is going to really blow you away, by the way, and I didn't know this, but as human beings, we're drinking about enough plastic as if we were drinking a whole credit card. Whoa, something had to be done. But here's the problem. How do you have a solution that is sustainable? How do you turn a good idea into a profitable idea? And her vision wasn't easy because, well, it wasn't like something that she could just go out and do. She said, I want to make this more friendly to the economy or more friendly to the world and to the planet. But at the same time, it has to be friendly to us. There's particles inside the solutions in the water we're drinking that's bothering us as human beings. The plastic isn't good for us. Whoa, it's a noble idea, but how do you make that a reality? So she spent years searching for a chemist, years looking for a shipping company, years trying to find manufacturers that would switch from liquid, because she found an idea that if you had a tablet and you dropped the tablet in, the tablet would dissolve, which again would be eco-friendly. But she didn't have the right machinery to make that happen. I mean, okay, I could go on and on with the problem. I think you get the point that it's not always easy, but here's what I want you to know. It's possible. So Sarah and her team, they didn't give up. They created a water-free cleaning tablet that customers could mix with their water at home that would purify the water at home, that would make it much easier for them not only to be able to drink clean water, but also reduce a lot of plastic that was being used. Whoa, what an innovation. What a game changer. What's the point that I have for you as a CEO? The point that I want to make, and this is the big takeaway, is that by focusing on a unique selling proposition, sustainability, they were able to attract and win Amazon's Products for Tomorrow award. Not only did this boost their sales, not only did the strategy work, but it also created the company that we know today, Blueland, that is almost in every home that's out there today. Now, you do those two things. You be innovative. You look for a unique selling proposition. You infuse a sales strategy that has an infrastructure behind it, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. I'm excited to be your host today. Every morning when we get started, we always like to get started with our mantra. And I love to share our mantra because our mantra is right on point, I believe. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, you might say, why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. Shay, what's the point? The point is selling is really serious business. Then we move on to our pledge. And I like to have a pledge every single day because a pledge is what we're going to pledge to our sales department as the CEO. This is not a pledge for the company. It's a pledge to our sales organization, to our sales department, that this is something that we can handle, where we have one customer, 1,000 customers, or no customers, that we can do every single day. And our pledge is, I must learn, earn, and return. Now, I want you to repeat after me. We do it every morning, but I think it's important that we have this check-in. Go ahead and jot this down. Follow me along and repeat after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Now, when you do that and you show up, then you get to follow the 3 objectives. Now, I want you to tune in where we are right now on this day. And we have 3 objectives. There's reasons why CEOs tune in and watch from all over the world, why we get thousands and tens of thousands of downloads every single day. And the number one reason is they're looking for sales progress. If that's you, I'm glad you're here. They're looking to address any roadblocks. I'm glad you're here. And really to understand and know the 5 sales pillars. Yes, there's 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to grow. Now, I'm going to give you the 5 sales pillars in 90 seconds. Go ahead and jot these things down if you don't have it in your notes. And here it is. Number 1 is you must have a CEO sales plan, a 1-page CEO sales plan for your sales organization. Now, if you don't have that CEO sales plan, that's fine. I want you to go over to www.ceosalesplan.com. www.ceosalesplan.com and download the 1-page CEO sales plan. Number 2 is you must understand your sales cycle. The sales cycle is important because it's how do you connect with the client? And then after you connect with the client, how do you communicate with the prospect? And then last, when is the prospect ready to convert? And so what is the sales cycle that it must go through? You know, Sarah had a very long sales cycle until she got it up and going. And then, or the case study we just did, I'll say it like that. And then number 3, sales pillar. So you got CEO sales plan, CEO sales cycle. 3 is CEO sales message. What is the message that we're taking to the market? And number 4 is the CEO sales dashboard, which we'll get into shortly. And then last but not least, and the most important, I believe, of all anyway, is a sales team. You've got to have a sales team that's going to generate revenue in the business. Okay. Then we move into our outcomes. Now, for those folks that are tuning in, that are here right now, do me a favor. If you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, go ahead and download that right now. You can go to www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Again, www.ceosaleshuddle.com. For those folks that are watching, no matter what platform you're on, if you're watching live and you can do this, do a quick check-in, by the way. Look right below the video and put #I'm here. This is a great way for us to check in because you can see me, but I can't see you. And I love connecting with you and you all over the world that are watching right now. Just go look right below and put put #I'm here. If you're watching the replay, we appreciate you. Everybody can't make it live. I get that. You can't be here at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you're tuning in. Look right below the video, and write those magical words, #replay. #replay. You're in the conversation. And for those folks that are watching online right now, maybe you've downloaded the podcast. We appreciate all the downloads on the podcast. So thank you for those folks who regularly tune in every single day. Or maybe you're watching on Roku. Maybe you're on Apple TV. Wherever you are right now on the platform, you can go over to @IamCheBrown, @IamCheBrown, and go ahead right now in this present moment and just drop me a note. Let me know what you're enjoying about it. Let me know what we can do better. Let me know how we can better serve you, because CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So I get it. You're already a rock star. I get it. You're the CEO. I understand you're making progress, but I've met one CEO yet that doesn't want to generate more sales faster. What is our big why? A big why is about sales growth. It's about accountability. And it's about consistency. You may have heard this before, but I think it's so true. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do people struggle with? Well, it's consistency. So we're only asking for 15 minutes a day. Now think about that. There's 1,440 minutes in every day. Isn't that comforting enough? That we all have the same amount of minutes in the day? And so we're asking you to take 1% of that day and be here present in the CEO Sales Huddle to change your life, to make the greatest difference for one outcome. And that outcome is $100,000 a month plus in revenue over and beyond whatever you're earning today as a result of you focusing on the one area, which is the CEO Sales Huddle, which is you focusing on the sales organization, which is you as a CEO. So I want to acknowledge you for being here. Thanks a lot. Now, we're going to get into the CEO Sales Dashboard. And it was created because CEOs were like, hey, Shay, what do I focus on? I got a lot to focus on every single day. What do I measure so that I can generate revenue in my business? What do I look at? And so the CEO Sales Dashboard did not exist. The CEO Sales Dashboard now exists for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to help you be able to generate $100,000 a month. Now, if you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, now go over there and download it now. Now, how can you download it if you haven't downloaded it? You can go over to www.ceosaleshuddle.com. There's no charge. There's no cost. There's no money requested, okay? But if you're sitting here right now, and you're not pulling this up because you don't have it. Maybe you don't have it right here in front of me. You haven't downloaded. There's only 5 categories we measure. I want you to do it. Now, you might say, Shay, what's the number one reason? Just give it to me again. Remind me again, because sometimes I get away from it. I got a lot going on. Here's a number one reason. Like you need one for $100,000, but here it is. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Another philosophy that comes from inside your sales organization. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And I'm confident you'll provide the resources, you'll give the tools that the sales organization needs in order to really, really get to another level, depending on what area you're looking at. So let's pull it out for a minute. And once you have it up right now, pull it up. Now, some of you, someone on your team filled it out. Cool. Others of you, someone else filled it out. You're filling it out right now while you're here with us. Cool. Not a problem. And I want you to look at the left-hand side and go across the top and then go down to today's date and plug in how many leads came in yesterday, how many were qualified yesterday, how many offers were made. You can look at the subcategories. I wanted to come down to the category that we have there that's repeat business. And to me, it's very important. We know that 80% of every dollar spent typically is to go after new customers. So when you're able to save that 80% because you have existing clients that you can tap into, boy, it feels good. So look at the revenue that came in yesterday. So open up your bank account, go to your merchant account, go to your Stripe account, go to your Square account, go to your bank merchant account, wherever it is you see the details. Go to your Infusionsoft, go to your Go High Level, go to your Active Campaign. It doesn't matter what system you use. You're going to pull this data down, and you're going to put it in a place that you can use it. Now, when you go to revenue, how much of that revenue came in yesterday was because of new products that someone purchased? And you can even have products down, by the way. We look at the last category today and the time I have. How much revenue came in from existing products? So imagine you're Apple. I believe God is a woman, and she has an iPhone, by the way. I believe that. And imagine for a moment that they already had the iPhone, but now they bought a case. Maybe they bought a new glass cover to go over top of it. So maybe you have a product that you sell and they bought an existing product. And so maybe they bought a VIP upgrade or whatever it may be. I want you to track that, by the way. Go ahead and put that down. We know what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So go ahead and put that down, track that right now. And now that we have that, we can look and see, some of you have a category called, wrong one. Some of you have a category called membership. And so you have members that are part of your organization. And every day you're looking at either new members came in, maybe there was some members that churned. I mean, the time was up, they moved on. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed, we know gets what? What gets managed gets better. So now we're going to go to another area that's very important, and we celebrate wins. We don't beat ourselves up, but we look at what's working. So do me a favor. Ask powerful people, ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what, exactly what you focus on. So go ahead right now and ask yourself, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? What are you proud about most in the sales organization yesterday? If you can come on here and brag right now, at least say, Shay, I got a few minutes. I just want to brag on what we're doing in the sales organization. What would you want to brag about? But we don't just stop there. And this is what makes the CEO Sales Huddle, I believe, so cool. I love the comments that I received. They're so unique. And that is, we also look and understand that life is not no crystal stair. So while powerful people ask powerful questions, we know questions steer focus. One of the questions we ask over and over again every single morning, and it's not a beat me up question. It's really the reality is, what are some of the hurdles we got going on out there? So let's take a look at yesterday in the sales department. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? Maybe you didn't put any attention on it at all. Maybe as the CEO, you didn't spend any time. Maybe you didn't meet with anyone. Maybe you didn't give anyone a call. Maybe you didn't even check in. It doesn't matter. It's not a beat me up session. What was the biggest hurdle yesterday? And then What's preventing you today from moving forward? Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. And then I always like to go to the last question. And the last question is my favorite. And that is, what's the one thing you can do today that you can do, you can completely control, that can move the needle, and then you make that decision to do it. Like you're gonna do something today that's gonna move the needle completely forward. The message of the day is focus on top income producing activities. Of all the activities you have to do as a CEO, the most important activity is the activity that produces the revenue. So I want you to look at number one, is it in the area of generating leads? Is it in the area of appointment setting or appointment systems? Is it in the area of just making more offers or putting ourselves in front of people who have a problem? Focus on top income producing activities. Yes, you need to do everything else in the business, but my message to you is focus on the activities that produce the money. There's special power in doing small things well because, small things done well produce results. Don't despise small hinges on doors that open big doors. You do that, you focus on top income producing activities, and I promise you, you will see your sales go up, 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 up in a way. I want you to know as you're watching, you're amazing. You're a CEO. You're incredible. You showed up. Not only you're showing up, but you're doing something about it. One thing is to show up. People can show up every single day, and we need that. But you not only have the mindset, but you're now getting the momentum you need in your sales organization that will generate the revenue in your business that's necessary, because that revenue allows you to purchase the resources to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So I just acknowledge you for being here. Thanks for letting me be your host. My name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless all of you, and keep doing God's work. I'll see you, on the other side. Peace.